think it was actually January 1st, so beginning of the new year. I was sitting in a local coffee shop and trying to do some journaling, but I quickly got distracted by a conversation that was happening at the table right next to me. And I was trying not to eavesdrop, but I totally eavesdropped like a whole bunch on their conversation. But it was this group of college students, and they were talking about faith, and they were talking about Christianity, but not in a very positive way. They had obviously had maybe some bad experiences with faith growing up, and they were just sort of like processing all these different things. This one young lady who was in the conversation said, "I just feel like Christianity is so anti-human." And it grieved my heart to hear her say that. But as I listened, what she had experienced of Christianity was a faith perspective that, as she was experiencing it and receiving it, was only focused on how sinful and broken human beings are. And I think it's really important to say human beings are sinful and broken, and we need to be really honest about that. But she was missing this whole other part of the story, that human beings are loved by God, created in his image, that we have purpose, and that there's this beauty and hope to who we are as human beings. And it made me think of old historic homes, because I love walking through an old historic home, even if it's like a mess. Because I can walk through an old historic home and see the beauty of the design. And I feel like whenever we lose sight of this idea of the image of God, it's like looking at a beautiful old historic home that's fallen into disrepair and just being like, man, look at this dump, and like only seeing the brokenness that's befallen this creation that someone designed and created with such beauty, and missing the original design and beauty. So today, I want us to spend some time reflecting on that original design and beauty of what it means to be created in the image of God. And I want us to be able to hold on to that hopeful vision of what it means to be human. Because I think in order to follow Jesus in this world, I think we need a vision of humanity that is rooted in beauty and hope and purpose, that's rooted in God's original design. I think we need that we need to be able to see that in other people in order to love them the way that Jesus has called us to.